people? What's poppin'? It's Grind Unwind episode 8. Your boy Gary Rogers still got lint on my shirt. Now that's tissue. I blew my nose earlier. It's all good. I'm alive. What's up, Steak? What's good, Jello Unknown? You know we back episode 8, and every episode we have a guest. Today we have probably one of the most remarkable filmmakers in skateboarding today. We had Steak on Tuesday, but today, this Thursday, December 28th, we got my boy, my brother, my really dear friend. Go ahead and bring on the one, the only, the GOAT, my brother, Davonte Jolly. Jolly!
Black man.
Can y'all hear him? Chat, can you hear Jolly? Jolly, it's popping, man.
I'm doing good. How you feeling? Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, man. You know, I'm gonna just ask what we do as like a public level. We're not gonna get personal today. I'm just glad you're doing good. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stay real. Okay. All right. You say he's a little low. Okay. Now we'll turn him up. We'll turn Jolly up just a little bit. If you can't hear him, you know, Jolly's also he's a reserve fellow. So I
gotta project.
You know what I'm saying? He got a soft tone voice. He keeps it down. You know what I'm saying? He lets his work speak his volumes. But real quick, let me promo it. XGames Aspen, January 26th through 28th. Please go get your tickets on xgames.com. If you are in the area or like to go and do your thing that way. But now, back to Jolly. Yo, man, it's, you know, the last, let's say, 4 or 5 years for you has been crazy, huh?
Yeah, to say the least, for sure.
Yeah, like just like a tempo change out of nowhere. Like not out of nowhere. It was foreseeable if you were paying attention at all. Like everything that you had built and going, you can tell you were going to get to a point. But what a lot of people don't realize before, maybe 5 years before that, you guys were doing the honey stuff, and you were about to be the filmer for that, take off with that, yada yada happens with that situation. Then you start to do your own thing, you know, but you had one of those like crazy about to be rises already, you know, and that's not a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people knew about that. That's when you weren't really like, you were established, but you weren't where you are now.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah.
Honey was like that was the first paid job I had as like a filmer director, like to expect a check every month. That was my first job.
Wow.
Like I worked a warehouse job to get that job, or to get a car to get that job.
Did you work at the honey warehouse, you're saying?
Oh, just no, like a different warehouse. Like I went through like an agency. Yeah, they were, because the guy who was running it at the time, Brian, was like, bro, if you get a car, like I could get you a job, because they initially just hired me as like an editor. Wow. So I was just editing videos. But he was like, I'll get you like a starting salary just to get you in the door, and then you'll grow, because obviously they wanted me to be the filmer, you know?
Yeah, and that was about to be, you know, with everything going, that was about to be probably one of the biggest companies on earth. And you were just right there about to be, it was leading up to be one of the biggest skateboard companies, period, because it was like the start of the social media. That was like the first social media skateboard company, it felt like, you know?
Facts.
And
they were doing numbers.
Yeah, like ridiculous. So, you know, you've always had like a blessing following you, and it seems like so. But where does that come from, Jolly? Like, where's your start, bro? Where do you pick up the board? How does a skateboard end up in your life?
Oh, that's a good question. So from a child, a skateboard was always like a part of like the kit, you know, as being a kid. It's like you have a bike, you have rollerblades, you have a skateboard. Like, because my mom just showed me this photo actually when I was like 7 or something, riding a skateboard. It wasn't consciously in my mind like, oh, I was riding a skateboard since this age. But I remember riding that board on my knees, and then I got snagged and went face first into the concrete. And I was like, yeah, I'm good on the skateboard. Like from that fall. Yeah. So then I would say like middle school, I got into tech decks. So I would just be like playing people skate in tech decks in class. Like that's how I would learn tricks. and then Mike Palmer. We went to the same middle school. On going to school, I saw him ollie up a curb, and something clicked for me in that moment. I was like, oh, like if I'm good at this technique, I might as well just learn how to actually do skateboard tricks in real life. So from seeing him do that, like it clicked. I went home, asked my mom for a board, like, and just every day after school was just trying to learn how to skate like by myself
Wow.
in like the parking lot. Yeah.
Mike P just ollieing up that curb, heading to school. Like, how's that? Were you getting off the bus?
So crazy.
Are
No,
you
I was
getting?
walking. I had the same route to school every day. I would always see him.
Wow.
He would skate past me because we were homies, but he would skate past me every day. Like, oh, what's up, Mike? But that specific day, I don't know what happened. What made him ollie up the curb? That's what like made it click for me. I
Wow.
was like, oh, okay, this might be because especially at that time, it was like black people were not skateboarding,
Yeah, at all.
but like Mike P didn't give a fuck at all, or he didn't care at all.
Nah, it's all good. It's
He was
Twitch.
just
It's a
like
little loose. We
he
just
was
won't
doing
stay
his
doing
thing.
it, but I hear you. Keep going.
Yeah, I'll catch you. I'll catch you. But yeah, so that it was him and this other black skater named Talvin. So they both were like the skateboarders of the school. And
Yeah.
at that time, my like hobby was dancing and like backflips.
Which dancing? Are we talking like were we crumping or what were we
Just
doing?
like crump dancing, hip
Oh,
hop
whatever dance
dancing,
was
like
happening,
yeah.
like you was dancing.
Yeah, I was getting clips, like crump battling clips. Like the same way we film a trick,
No.
like I would set up my phone, yeah, get off and then like
No.
show it to the homies the next day.
No, that's hard, bro. It's like
Yeah.
the same thing like
I was
when the
yeah.
jerk thing took off. That's fire. You
That's
know what I'm saying?
literally, yeah.
I ain't mad at it, bro. We
Mm-hmm.
all had these things that, a lot of people like, oh, I don't want to reveal my old self or like have this like levels of like being ashamed. I'm like, man, you don't understand. Like for us, like
No,
we didn't have,
it's
it
the
didn't seem like
stuff.
we had many things we could do. You know, it's crazy. Like
Yeah.
wanting to skateboard opened up these doors to like all these things. You feel me? So like
Mm-hmm.
that's hard that you was like dancing and crumping and filming it. And did it do anything? Like, did you ever have like a video go anywhere or like, you know what I'm saying? What
No,
was up with that?
well, we did like so basically from like third grade, I would say like I was dancing, like when You Got Served came out.
Yeah.
So the day after I saw You Got Served, like I started a dance crew. So like
Fire.
every couple of years I would like restart a new dance crew. And then the last one that I did, like we like performed at like Malcolm X festival. Like that was probably the biggest step I ever took in dancing. And then
Yeah.
once I fell in love with skateboarding, dancing was out the window.
And then
Yeah, I was
so
like, oh, good.
skateboarding it's not a film first idea. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just trying to skateboard,
No,
right? So
yeah,
when does
my spark was solely to do tricks.
yeah, when does and then how long are you skateboarding? Just period, just solely skateboarding. Like how long does that go for?
So that goes, I would say, like 3 years maybe. Like I'm just trying to skate, but I'm obviously self-aware enough to know that I'm the weakest one of my homies, for lack of a better word.
Mm-hmm.
So my friend Eric's mom bought him a camera. We made a park montage, which you could find on YouTube. It's like BP Monty. That was like the first video I ever like.
Upload it.
And me and my homie Ishmael edited it at the in the donut shop, like down the street from our park. Yeah, I made
Fire.
the channel, Village Park, and then just uploaded that. And I was like, oh, that was fun. That was cool. And then didn't really think nothing else of it. Kept skating. And then my homie's mom brought him a better camera, like a handy cam, because that one was filmed on like a picture camera.
Yeah.
So we would just share the handy cam, and then it got to a point where like I figured out how to get like a real editing software, which is like Sony Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And then any week that I didn't go film, like they would bring the camera back, and I would be like kind of annoyed at the footage. So then I would just like, I'm just film everything from now on. Like, and I just started my YouTube channel that I have now.
Wow.
But it was a different name. It was called Keep On Pushing, because the first video was called Keep On Trying. So it was like a video of my homie Eric trying to tray flip a 9 stair, but it was like with the attempts and like the funny stuff that happens in between that. It's gone now, but
Like a raw,
that was my
basically.
first video. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you can see it, but what I have up
Mhm.
just playing in the background is Day with the Homies episode
This
1.
is Yeah, it's the first one.
It's the
This is the,
first one.
the proof of concept.
So
I sent I sent GoPro like a pitch. I was like, if you send me a camera, I'll start this series. And then
wow.
I over pitched it. They were hyped to just send me a camera. But I like put all these stats. Like I did a full like one sheeter.
GoPro was handing them
This
things
many
out, my boy.
subscribers.
They were handing them things
Yeah,
out. You
exactly.
were good. You were super
Yeah.
good. You didn't have to do nothing for that.
Yeah. All I had to do was ads. Yeah.
Pretty much at
But
that
it
point.
was it showed the vision.
So for 3 years, and then you say you're the weakest one in your crew, but why do you feel like that? Because damn, I don't have money. Why do you feel like that?
That was a fact.
Why do you feel like you're the weakest one? Does everybody also have been only skating maybe 3 or 4 years? Or were they already
No,
they've been skating for longer and for some reason you felt like the weakest link? Because a thing that a lot of people didn't realize is you'd be like, oh man, I'm not. But it's like, bro, some people really been skating for a long time. So you can't ever base
yeah.
off what they're doing, what you're doing. But did that get in your head and you were like, well, I'll just utilize this talent to film? Like, was anybody
Yeah,
else
it
start
was
with
like
you that got way better than you?
no, it was a fact. Like when I moved to Paramount and like started skating, like they were already
Good as hell.
kickflip, board sliding, 50-50. Like I literally learned how to kickflip at that skate park, like holding on to the
The railing.
gate. So it was like
Yeah.
I was very aware of the separation, you know.
Okay.
But they didn't like make me feel less than like about it. It was just something I was aware of. Like, oh,
Do you remember?
I'd rather
Do you remember your GoPro
yeah.
Connect?
Yeah, Adam Instone.
Okay, because mine was Mikey Taylor. That was who I used
Oh,
to hit
see,
up
so
every
my
year.
yeah, he went to Adam because I got his contact from Chris Ray, and Chris Ray and Mikey Taylor who based like proof of concept
Yeah.
the
Oh, that's
GoPro
DC
skate
time. This is
team.
like, what's the Airmas on the air?
Exactly. This is when I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, because of Barante, I was basically like Chris Ray's shadow. I would go skate
Okay.
with Chris Ray every weekend.
Okay. Yeah.
To
They were
like
all. Dang,
get
this one. Let me show chat. This one Sheldon opened, bro. This is crazy.
yeah, this one wasn't even open yet, bro. We
Sheldon.
literally
Oh, y'all
hopped the
snuck in.
fence.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
Sheldon. I
it
remember
hadn't even like
seeing that,
fully open.
revealing that. But yeah,
Look
okay.
how beautiful that park is.
So you're doing Day with the Homies. You get the GoPro. You got a crew. Everything's looking solid. Do you remember like almost like that light switch when it felt like, okay, this is really taking off for me. Like I'm no longer this shadow. Do you remember that conversation or what that day was?
It was two things.
Okay.
The first thing that felt made me feel like I had my own legs on YouTube was this series and realizing that my videos shouldn't be about just tricks. It should be about the personality of the skaters because you can
Ah,
see tricks anywhere, and it's like what would bring people to my channel is highlighting their personality. So once that clicked for me, I was kind of like, oh, this is like my superpower within this field because as you know, everyone was making skate YouTube videos with the
100%.
same type of formulas, like
Yeah.
10 tricks, 15 tricks, you know, it was like that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that was where my focus was because that was my only reference point. And then I would say that a day with the homies, and then also meeting Nakel and like building that relationship with him, and like him coming and wanting to be a part of the day with the homies is like kind of solidified it even more to like the skate world, you know.
Yeah. Not kill.
I'm sorry
Go
to
ahead.
not discredit also the Cavi Club videos, like
Yes.
the because that's what got Nakel to me was
Okay.
doing the Cavi Club videos. He was like, oh, those videos are sick. Like, let's skate.
That's fire. But those kind of coincide with the Day with the Homies video. So it's like the same.
Yeah, but
Because one turns into the Cavi videos, correct? Or did Cavi come before Day with the Homies? You guys all built that.
no. Oh yeah. So the idea of Cavi Club was before I had made that initial first
Yeah.
episode. but there was they weren't acting on it. Like they didn't like make a video and like do those things. So it's like me coming around to like help them and like orchestrate like, oh, this is the camera you should get, Ashton. Get this editing software, and then like giving them the tools that I learned.
Yeah.
That's when it became real. That's when they made their YouTube channel, and that just kind of helped. But then I did my own HVX video for Cavi Club. Like that was like, it was like Return of the Cavi Gods, or it was something like that. And that was like my first kind of big piece that like showed a lot of personality and good skating, but it wasn't just GoPro footage. Like it was like a real camera
mixed with a whole bunch of real stuff. Shout out to everybody that's in Cavi, that's family as well. You know what? I really want to say, besides like a huge kudos to everybody that you've ever skated with, man. You've had a lot of real talent around you for a long time. Those dudes are special. But what inspired, like what could get you to see that it's not just tricks? Because yes, we have like a Baker 3, we have like a couple videos like that. What gave you like, yo, like these dudes actually have really good personalities early? None of these dudes are like stars and anything and can come over here and act. Like these are just dudes that's like comfortable being on camera, and you're able to broadcast it. Like, how did that feel being like, yo, the homies want to talk, they not acting all nervous, or were they secretly, and you gave them a push to be like, yo, you could be yourself and I'll just film it? Like what, how does that all go? Like,
it honestly was the magic of the GoPro, like, because it's so like disarming, like to just have it. It's how like, and we just go. Like before, it would be like real camera production. People see the camera and then they kind of like, like put the camera image up,
Yeah.
But I feel like the GoPro was just like I could just catch them being, because they most of the time like wouldn't even know that I would get it, So I would see them about to do something funny. I'm like, oh, I
gotta be over there.
And then they just kind of, they got more comfortable with like, oh, it's just a GoPro. Like, yeah, so like they just
that's good. That is true. Like the GoPro is super. You feel me? It's not truly in your face type of camera, so it lets you have like this level of like, oh yeah, and it's like the coolest thing right now. You see the GoPro commercials, they going underwater, they surfing. You feel me? You like, oh man, this is the wet thing. Like I'm really making it. I'm really up there. And somebody sent this to the homie for free, so you feel, I'm super special by doing that. I have been watching your videos early for a long time and stuff like that too. I was just like, damn, these are actually sick. Like there's people like me out there, like seeing the Aramises and the Barantes and all that. I'm like, they're like me, but like on YouTube, I knew this is what I thought, is that we couldn't be that way on YouTube. We couldn't be I would pick those songs that I heard the kids from the nicer neighborhood playing, Dog Days Are Over, and not really trying to be, you feel me, too aggressive. You know exactly what type of time I'm talking about. I didn't know. Exactly. And then I see y'all, I was like, oh, we are here. You feel me? There is an entire side of skateboarding that's like themselves. You feel me? Because it was like, obviously with the homies we were a certain way, but it was like when we got on video, I didn't want to show our personalities and certain things like that. Like I wanted to fit a bill for some reason. I don't know what it was. Early YouTube days. This is like 2008.
Yeah, it was just we didn't know.
Yeah, bro. So then when this stuff, I was
like, we thought that's how we were supposed to act.
So then now that takes me back to the Knock situation, because Knock has introduced a lot of people to a lot of situations and helped out a lot of people. It's not really spoken on. He's introduced a lot of things that have happened. Most likely came through Knockout, and it's crazy. Like good things too, always good things,
like some insane stuff.
Like insane stuff is because of Knock's introductions, and I really appreciate that he was, he did that for you as well. But now let's move on.
Too,
we've introduced Honey's done whatever it's done, Honey's done whatever it's done. It's over. You've filmed it. You've went on a date with the homies. You've met Knock. These things have boomed and blasted. What is the next thing for you that now, obviously I know you get into the IC stuff. That stuff does really well. We all have like a really good time with that. Everybody bonds, gets really close. That's super sick. You start getting into movies and everything like that. Now we're like at a today point or a newer point you know, before Godspeed comes up, your life is really different. Like you've met crazy hit
Yeah.
Kanye's, this, that. What is that like? You're taking
Yeah.
all this in from like, man, I just wanted to film my friends. Now I'm meeting the biggest star, Kendall's working, Kylie's, the
Yeah. Yeah.
whole,
Like partying with Kendall. Because yeah, that's a lot of that stuff was crazy, and it was just all Mikey following his interests, which also happened to be aligned with my interests, like film, music, skateboarding. Like those were all things that I held at the highest. So it would just like opportunities would present itself. Like, oh, he figured out, man, we're doing mid '90s now. Okay, now you're doing BTS for a movie like every
yeah,
day, like, and it was just kind of like, damn, it's also all my homies. It's not like I'm just on a random set. Like it's like
exactly.
a
It's really the
set with
bros.
all of my best friends. Yeah.
I see
So
now.
that
That's
was.
beast. Do you know those days of like when you're kicking it with like the Jenners and all these other people? Does that ever?
Mhm.
I know you don't like downplay that, but did that ever mean a lot, or was that just like, oh, this is cool that this is happening and I get to treat it like regular? That's what I did, but
Yeah.
I'm also like not down in Southern California, but like, was that like, yo, like I'm really with the stars, I'm really one of them, like, or is it just like kind of like, hey, it's Wednesday?
No, it was in the beginning. It definitely was like a little shell shock because you do put celebrities on a certain pedestal.
Yeah,
But I remember having a conversation with Mikey because he wanted me to film somebody. It might have been Kanye or somebody, but I was like hesitant or like didn't want to go. And had a talk. He was like, "Bro, they're all normal people. Like just go film it. Like it's not that deep." And that clicked for me. Like,
Kanye's kind
oh,
of
it's
crazy.
actually not that deep. Like,
Kanye's
and
kind
bro,
of
especially at that time, like
yeah,
Kanye was crazy.
yeah,
Like
he's kind of crazy.
to film, yeah,
Yeah, he was
yeah.
crazy.
So it's
Meeting
like,
Kanye for me was
yeah.
like,
Even now, I wouldn't just walk up to film
I'm like, yo,
Kanye.
Kanye's still crazy. Like, I'd be like, yo, you wanted to. Not
Yeah,
only you big, it's like I gotta actually understand what type of time you on today. Like, is we cool? Is we about to squabble? That's the crazy. I mean, Kanye is not as famous
yes,
because he's
that's the
hella
one.
famous, but you don't know if Kanye about to look at you like, why you filming me? Why you looking my way? But when you meet him, bring you
Or
in,
if he's like,
dap you up, cool as hell, and the whole world is like,
yeah,
he's a
nicest
menace, he's a
person.
maniac. Kanye just like, I'm chilling actually. You know what I'm saying? I'm with Kim Kardashian,
Yeah,
and me and her might have been yada yada last night. I'm good. Trust me. Y'all could be in the blogs talking crazy. I was with Kim. She was upside down. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? But anyways,
yes, facts.
so you taking all that in, but it's cool because you're saying it's all aligned. It's like always. Did you see yourself here? Did you see? Did you see Davonte Jolly from Paramount being in the place that you are?
No, I don't even think I had the foresight to predict this. Honestly, I was just so in it. I
Yeah,
was just following all of my interests,
yeah,
and then it's like in that you kind of build the life you want.
yeah. That's see that
So
that's kind of how that went. That's crazy. It feels really parallel with what happened with I. Like I just kind of was just one day.
yeah,
Tony Hawk was at Woodward, flew over me and was like, "Yo, you the homie," and the rest is history type shit. And
wow,
these type of blessings are like they're really strange because, bro, I don't like I said, I don't know how to take it all in. It just happens. It just is every day. It just is in the everyday.
yeah,
But you know, at the same time, it's incredible. If people are living it or saw it or if we document it, I don't know like how you are on social media. You know me, I don't like it. I don't want to show nothing I've done. I
yeah,
ain't never even said I was in mid '90s or had a speaking role in North Hollywood. Like I've never
yeah,
even said those things. But we've been living such this crazy life for like the last 10 years that you feel me. it's it's not a light life. And then now that wants to take me into the new
hmm,
conversation of I see you working on a lot of stuff with Drake and Nocta. What's the word with that, man? I seen some clips, bro. I'm trying to
yeah,
find. Let me try to find this, bro. I gotta show y'all this, man. Hold on, chat. But yeah, go ahead.
yeah. That came through. That came through. So before Virgil passed, he started basically a film studio called Architecture,
Yeah,
and it's ran by Mahfouz and Chloe Sultan. It's like they're married, but they've been like Mahfouz is like a director, but he's also like an real architect. Like he's went to school and all that. So he came up with the idea to like, oh, I want to do this shoot for the Glide shoot because the shoot was called Glide. He's like, oh, I just
Okay.
want to do this with like free or what are they called? Base jumpers.
Yeah.
So I was talking to him about it like in the car, and then he basically like started breaking down the treatment, and he was like, "Oh, you know, it'd be fire like if you did a video, like if you came and did your own video for it too, and
This is
also like
Virgil telling you this.
helped with the main one." No, this is Mafuz. This is
Okay,
Mafuz.
okay, okay, okay.
Virgil recipes. But Mafuz was telling like this is like 2 weeks before we go to Switzerland.
Okay.
Like we're just in the car, and he's like he like has the epiphany of like, oh, what I'm tripping. Like you should be shooting this. So really, shout out to Mafuz. He like
Really?
because he has a relationship with Drake. He did all of Drake's last album rollout. Like, have you seen all the like deep fake videos where it's like he did Tiny Desk, the Vogue cover,
Yeah. I
like
seen that.
all those. Mafuz came up with the idea to do all those videos.
Oh damn, for real?
Because I guess the label like wanted Drake to do those things, and then Mafuz is like his Instagram gets more views
Then
than
all these combined.
him going to do the platform. So they kind of just like spoofed it and like had a huge set and like just
Got
built
sued
out
by some
all
people.
had a huge stage, got sued by some people, but it's like, hey, it's the price of good art sometimes. I'm surprised no one has thought of that idea before, but I guess Drake is the perfect one to execute it on.
Not that word, but
Honestly.
I hear you. Not that word.
He's the best person to execute it on.
Nah, you know what?
I'm like worried about cuss words. It's,
Look,
like,
it's the P word that just
don't
gets
say
it
that
all.
word.
Always, it's me with that damn word. But look,
No, I do feel you on that though, on that word.
nothing
It's just
is,
so
bro. Nothing is, bro.
yeah, because
You
exactly
know what
nothing.
I'm
I say
saying?
that all. I do say that all the time.
Nothing is that word. But no, I do hear you. And here, hold on, I'm going to pull this up for everybody so y'all can see this, man. This is incredible stuff that you have got. That's where skateboarding has taken you. This is crazy, bro. Like it's just like you like are in Switzerland.
You could go to art.
I can go to the website. You want me to go to the website?
No, to architecture. They have the. I mean, I guess it's too late now. It's fine.
Okay, yeah, no,
Like the
they're
horizontal
already seeing
version.
it. Yeah, it's already. It's
Yeah,
just I just want them to look at it. It looks cool.
But
So
yeah,
I'm gonna use it anyway.
that was crazy. This shot was my first time flying a helicopter and my first time touching real snow, like all in one.
You can fly in a
Go.
helicopter still, bro. After Kobe, I'm never getting it.
Yeah,
Bro.
I was definitely thinking about Kobe, but I was like, I got to get this shot. There's no way I'm not going to the top of this mountain. Like that's like the highest mountain,
In the world,
one of the highest mountains in the world.
Yeah, it's like
People
number
jump off
3,
of,
right?
yeah.
2 or 3. Swiss
Yeah,
Alps. It's like
maybe it might be one. Yeah, it's like 4,000 feet or some. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm never
Because that wasn't even the top
peak.
top.
Yeah. So you guys are just over here.
Yeah, that
this
wasn't the peak.
Yeah, somebody in chat just says skateboarding is a gateway, bro. It truly is. You know, it is.
Really,
It is something like all of us, bro, that we just we've been doing, and it's taken us to these insane heights, literally, and you know, and then let's
all of our friends.
Exactly, for all of our friends too, Jolly. Like you and I don't have many of the bros that we like started this stuff with that aren't really with us. We got like maybe 1 or 2 little scatterbrains, but a lot of our friends got to have levels of success. And you know, shout out to Mikey and shout out to everybody that was there with us. You know what I'm saying? It's like Pharrell being a producer on our movie, and now he's the creative director for LV. It's like this is
crazy.
This is our life, bro. Like this is our life. You feel me? But now I kind of want to tie back. You mentioned a beautiful name and somebody that we all, you know, had in common because of the repost and the help of Godspeed in Virgil. You know, yes, bro. You know, the reason why I did come out to Miami, I missed the first one because of my feelings towards Nike and the brand and things like that. But
understandable.
But it's like what Virgil was doing for that video and for us with Godspeed during like the height of his life, during the worst time on earth, to put us all, repost our clips, share our face, say we are doing these incredible things is, bro, it's breathtaking. But how does that relationship start with you two?
Yeah, so to say the least, Virgil changed my life. But it started from, it's funny enough, because I guess maybe Godspeed was out for like a week, and I saw this clip Virgil did. It was basically like giving kids advice on their brands.
Yeah.
So I just watched. It just came up suggestion. I was watching it, and then in my head I was like, I wonder if Virgil's seen Godspeed. Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like maybe he's seen it,
Yeah.
and then I just kind of left it. So then the first session, like real session, we went on after Godspeed of like Ish, Nakel, and all them. Like I'm just filming at the top of the hubba. It's like the hubba session.
Yeah.
And then I just checked the Instagram because I think Nakel was like in between tries or whatever. And then I see Virgil mentioned me in a story, and I was like,
Wow.
oh snap! But he just like he like reposted like my post about Godspeed, like Godspeed out now, and he just put like Oscar worthy, and I was like, oh, like I'm like bro, it's like
life.
I'm done. But then he just literally started reposting clips from the video, so it's like the first clip he reposted, I like told Knock, and Knock kind of was like, oh, that's sick, like damn, Jolly, that's like hype for me, but also you can kind of tell he's like. Yeah, so then like
You know,
10 minutes goes by and I'm like, Knock, you reposted your clips. He's like, swear to God. So then he goes on his phone, like Ish goes on his phone. And then yeah, so from those reposts, like I DM'd him like basically saying thank you for the support, bro. And he was like expressed how much the film meant to him. And he was like, he's like, yeah, you brought back like 30 things in this video. Like the world owes you one for this. Wow. And then like gave me his number. He was like, let's stay up, like let's stay connected. So then literally the next day he DMs me again and says, oh, I have some LV stuff shooting in LA. Like if you're down, like I'll have my people. I was like, bro, yes, of course I'm down. Like what do you mean? Like so because the one thing Virgil did that helped me and all my friends was not only the repost, but he spoke high praises about us in rooms that we would never be in, you know? So like I would meet certain people and they would be like, Virgil really loved your film. Like Virgil really loved your work. Like Virgil appreciated like
those higher ups.
You can name it. Like
the
these
people random
people. Yes. Exactly. Yes. So it was like in that, like I got a lot of opportunities to do commercial work and fashion work. And that's like how I've been able to survive because we all know ain't no money in skateboarding, but
no, unfortunately it's not. It all comes from skateboarding, but this is stay in it from all these ideas that even myself has pushed, you know, to just like kind of support skater owned and things like that. I just know that there's a way, and I think Virgil, what a lot of people don't know is Virgil, which I had to know because I was like, yo, why is this dude? And then you find out that that's his origin and how he stepped into the spaces that he did. He was one of us. Yes. He caught it really early in his life, and he just dressed the way and had the look. He didn't keep up with it, but it was his life originally, which made him look and outsource all these different things and put his skateboarding was what gave him like, you know, this outlook. And I didn't know that. I had to go research that. That's what like gave me that newfound respect is somebody that looks like me that appreciates the thing, and it took him really far. You know, they met the friends, they shook the hands, and it took them super far in life. So that, you know, that's why I had to pull up to Miami this year. So those things.
Glad you pulled up too. That was beautiful.
Of course, man. You know, I should have been there the first year too. It's just like
next year
meeting Kareem Campbell. That was insane, bro. Met him in the lobby of the hotel, meeting Kareem Campbell and dapping him up, and him being like, man, it's a pleasure to meet you too. I'm like, bro, you have no idea how many hours I use your character and dress my created character in your chains and pants and things because you were the only example of somebody that looked like me. You were the only example. You feel me? Like the real only example, you know? Years later, there's many others, and shout out to all of them. I'm not trying to discredit anybody, but just me and Kareem Campbell was like,
but he was the one.
That was huge. So you said these things have now picked you up and put you in different places of shooting fashion and model. What's some other things that you've done that we don't really know that, but you've been there to shoot it? Do you have any other work? You know, you did the architecture stuff, you did the Nocta things. Like, where else have you seen yourself catching work at?
I've done a couple more LV shoots. Right, I don't even. It's like hard to even think. Like 2021 was kind of like that was all that was my bag. So like every other week, I was like on this set doing something for like this brand or this brand, like a lot of stuff that might not be posted because I didn't feel like it made sense for my personal brand.
Yeah.
But it's like I took that year of like learning or gaining experience because I also knew I wanted to start Necessary Evil.
Yeah.
So
I
I
was
was
gonna get
kind of
into that.
using all those jobs as like up close and personal school on like how productions work and how they look at this content to market their certain products and kind of see things that I think should be changed and like apply my filter to that.
Wow, that's good.
But yeah, it's a bunch of brand stuff.
Bunch of
I'm going to make a website, but that's one of my 2024s.
you got somebody that can make
So
you the
we'll see,
website. You got a
I'll
website
put
creator.
I'll put no, you got the connection.
I got the
It's just
utility.
on my list of things.
I
Oh
got
yeah, connect me.
I got everything if you need it. You already know your boys. You know,
No, I know you
me
do.
being a company owner myself is like trying to figure out those things with marketing and doing it the right way, bro. That's why I've been so hesitant with Black Gold. But you haven't been hesitant with Necessary Evil. That's the
Semi.
you know, semi. You know what I'm saying? You actually put it out there. We were able to make the videos, get it out there, have a couple pieces, kind of, you know, make some things,
Hmm.
wearing them gloves, doing your thing. Can you explain the backstory of that to people that aren't too familiar with Necessary Evil?
Yeah, so initially from after Godspeed, like I knew in my head I was going to create a company. I
Okay.
didn't know if the company was going to be called Godspeed, but I knew like I need to make something that has my POV on the world. And I also knew that I was starting a series with Thrasher because
Okay.
I talked to Cole about that way before Godspeed, like
Okay.
9 months or something before Godspeed was even done. He was like, "Oh, I want you to do a series." I was like, "Oh yeah, after I finish Godspeed, I'm down. Like
Let's get it.
that's an easy call." So yeah, so in trying to figure out the name for the series and something to make my own mark, Necessary Evil made sense, but because it comes from a line of a shot in Godspeed where he says, "We're the necessary evil,
That's what the
skaters
lady over
versus
the
the people
overrail
that."
spot, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So from that clip, I was like, wow, that would actually be a really good name for a brand. So I was like, the hardest part was just me trying to create a logo that I felt showed the duality of what that word meant and like what skateboarding represents, or and just us being in the space in general. So yeah, kind of once I came because I made everything by myself. Like all the first videos is just like me in the desert, like shooting it. Like the all the designs is like me just sitting on my computer making it. Like I made the logo sitting on my computer because I wanted to make sure that I knew from experience all of the steps so that when it grew, I could like be informed on like graphic design and production and instead of just off the rip delegating it to other people and then I'm kind of just helpless in a
Yeah,
sense.
that can happen.
Yeah, so it's like because it's like of course everything could have been way better if I would have got an actual person, but like the experience I gained from doing it myself, it's like
It's way better.
it's worth it
It's
because now
way
it's
better.
there's room for it to grow and like have a bigger identity than just like feeling like I just hired some people to do, you know.
Exactly. You know,
And
go ahead.
but based on me, I had the previous knowledge because I was doing that stuff for Cavi Club. Like I was designing shirts and logos and stuff for Cavi Club, so I had like some experience on it.
So what we do here is, bro, you know, obviously thank you for that, but this is like a little interjection, little topic that we're gonna do real quick is we
Mhm.
do a Mount Rushmore of skateboarding and inspiration and people. So Jolly, who is
So
on your skateboarding Mount Rushmore? Who's your four skaters that have given you every bit of inspiration and everything when it comes to this little thing we call skating?
easy call.
Who's your four?
So it would be Nakel, Nakel Smith,
Mm-hmm.
Ashai Ware,
Okay.
Aramis Hudson,
Okay.
Bronte Ramirez.
Come
Those
on now.
four are
Come
very
on now.
at so many different points in my life, but also have always been my favorite skaters when we were locked in to that highest degree, you know.
That's
So I'll
that is
always
that's a hell of a
put
four.
them up there because they all changed my life in different ways,
Yeah.
whether they know that or not.
that what I'm saying, that's really your people too. So that's actually good. And a lot of those have made so much effect
Mhm.
on your and my life. So appreciate that four.
Yeah,
And then we have
our
another.
brothers.
What is your, and you can be honest, if you don't have one, that's fine. So we can get back in our conversation. What is your favorite X Games moment? And do you have one? If not, it's cool.
Ooh.
It's all good.
No, it was when no, it was I remember it was Paul when Paul won gold. I'm trying to remember the course. Oh yeah, that's a go. I don't know. I remember what year it was, but I remember watching the X Games when Paul won, and he had I think it was the Mexican colorway dunks on, or it might have been his, not
Was that
dunks, it might have been
was
his shoe,
was that
like the
that's not
P Rod.
2012, is it?
Maybe it might have been one of the last times he won. I remember the course though, like it was like they made like a LA street course,
Yeah,
and then there was
yeah.
a gap. There was like a gap from here to like the bottom over, like kind of like how Santa Monica Courthouse has it, like you know, like over the bush.
Can you see this screen? Oh wait.
Exactly.
You talking about the one that was like
No, I
outside
think
back in
even
the day?
before this.
Wait, whoa. Hold
Yes,
on, hold on.
outside.
Hold on, son. You're not talking about this. You're not talking about back in
Let
the
me
day. Look at P
see.
Rod. Look at P Reedy. Look, he actually pulling up in the
Yeah,
picture.
exactly. That's the one because that's the dunks.
He got the
Yeah.
clip. Where's the clip at? Paul. Ah,
Oh, I think he only referenced it in the beginning.
he always
X.
short
It was what do
signals,
you say?
bro.
X Games.
That boy is a marketing genius, I tell you.
Damn, that Nigel one was huge too because I used to watch Nigel contest runs all the time as a kid. Like
Yeah.
that was like my video parts for him. I don't know why that like clicked for me.
Mm-hmm.
So crazy, but yeah, Nigel. I think because I had this like me being a kid, so seeing kids win
Yeah.
contests against like all these older pros was like,
Something that hit. Yeah, hit.
you know, it tugged the emotional heartstrings.
It
Him
hit.
and Chaz, when Chaz used to win all of them, man,
Chaz was in them contests
yeah,
going
a lot of
crazy.
those.
But you know what? I
Yeah.
also let me ask you one more time. Who is in your filmer Mount Rushmore?
Ooh, that's a good one. Skate filmers.
Yes, skate filmers.
Yeah. So we'll go. I'll go Ty Evans
Mm-hmm.
because he's a. Actually, I'm gonna go Spike Jones
Mm.
because he is the actual blueprint.
Okay.
Ty Evans, Jason Hernandez. Oh, Chris Ray. I gotta go
Gotta
Chris
go
Ray.
Okay. Just
Gotta
off
go
the
Chris
strength.
Ray.
I feel
From
that.
personal and from work. Yeah,
I
from
respect
personal
that.
and from work.
I respect that
Chris
for
Ray is one of the hardest filmers I know, and he taught me the true definition of what a filmer is. It's not just filming tricks;
Do you
like it
remember
comes with so much more.
one piece of game that Chris Ray gave you that because also another thing we have in common is Chris
Oh,
Ray, he he's made Transworld videos. He actually went to a Metro premiere like where he was like filming Suchu and stuff, and I was going crazy. He was one of those people that actually like put me up too, bro. So I gotta give like a big shout out to
wow!
Chris Ray, like because like when everybody from Transworld came to the shop came to Metro, and they were like trying to film me and
Uh,
take photos of me and stuff, like everybody in the city was like, oh, like yeah, all these filmers, everybody rock with Gary, bro. Like that love from Chris Ray really like upped me. It was sick. So but do you remember one piece of game from
see,
him that just stuck with you?
yeah, I feel like he taught me so much indirectly. Like Chris wouldn't be like, "Oh, do this," like, but me just observing him, like I'd be like, "Oh, this is how you do." But I would say, uh, oh, what's a good one? I would say just to be a good person, like,
Mm.
and no matter what, like he was very adamant on that. Like he that's it wasn't something he had to really tell me because it was something I
It's obvious info.
just knew growing up. Yeah, it's obvious info, but it was definitely a click from watching him and understanding like the just a different energy that comes with like just treating everyone nice because skaters can be they can have their moments and be cliquey sometimes and all these
Exactly.
things and it's most skaters are welcoming but there's the other side to it of course and
There's a
I think
few. Yeah.
from him he definitely taught me that and just patience. He was a very patient filmer
Okay. You know
and
what?
editor.
And bro, you do have an extreme amount of patience. I've realized that over the years with whether it be that I gotta roll a blunt or I'm hungry or I'm upset or this, that, and the third. You have always just
Every
been like, all
time.
right, bro, for sure. Like, I know you don't really play about your time anymore. You value your time differently, like with growth. So it's a little different for you. But I remember back in the day, you just would just be like, all right, I mean, this is the homies. Their clips are worth it. I'd rather be here. Not on like, no, there ain't no pushover type vibes, but just like understanding that skateboarding is crazy
No,
in your
just
head
real.
and you need high levels of comfort. So you might need your yada yada. You might need your EWAP to get your trick and get your clip, and you were always there for it. I just always respected that. Like you would just sit there with the camera. I remember when me and you were filming me to do a half cab manual backside flip at Woodward. I was trying that for so
Oh my
long, bro.
god!
I even did it as the one I landed, but you just stayed
I
with me. We had
forgot
the
about
nighttime
that.
sesh, and you just stayed
Yeah.
with me. Yeah, I think it was either did we try it the next day too? But you stayed with me, and I was like,
No,
damn,
I think
like
I remember Kelly Hart was skating the manual pad. He was getting
yes,
hot.
bro. And I just was like, I was like,
I
man,
remember
I was
that.
like, bro, like you really kept filming. Like, most people be like, man, all right, bro, because then this is like the time when everybody didn't know if I skated or not. And, I felt like I had like a little bit of, even though I didn't really care, I was like, all right, the homie really makes videos. So let me
Like,
show
no,
y'all I
I'm
really
skating.
do know how to do. Never did that trick before. Never even got close. Never even thought
Uh,
about it. Just when I got to you, I was like, let me try it right now. Because I was skating Woodward like I knew how to skate like a madman that day. I didn't even like rails. I was hopping on the rails. I was doing this, that, and the third. But,
yeah,
you actually having that patience and projecting that kindness for everybody definitely does show. But, hey, Jolly, is there
yeah,
anything
I
else you
love
want to
that.
tell the world right now while you're here with us on Grind and Unwind episode 8?
What's the make something. If you got any inclination in your head of something you want to create, start create it. You never know what it'll turn into. Because there's
Mm,
no way I could have fathomed my life turning out like this from just me making a YouTube channel to record my homies.
wow.
Never in a million years. So
Wow.
it's like just start. That's my advice.
To
Just start. Whatever
literally
you want to do. If it's
from filming
anything, yeah.
vlogs with the homies to literally one of the greatest skate videos of all time to working with the hugest
Thank you.
artist of all time, working with the hugest creative director of all time, working with somebody that made the number one shoe of all time. You have done with your life as an African American man and just a man in human period. You have made yourself a staple in what we love, aka skateboarding and just the world, bro. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud to call you a brother. I'm proud to call you a friend. I'm glad you're a loved one. I'm glad you're in my life. So kudos and respect to
Oh,
you,
thank you.
Davonte Jolly. I'm very happy that you came. I know I told you it was going to be 30 minutes. I took an hour out of your goddamn life.
Nah,
That's because I'm a liar.
I don't even remember you saying that time. No, we good. We can go 5 hours. We chilling, yeah. Thank you so much for those kind words and for having me on your show, bro.
Of course,
Congrats. I'm
family.
also very proud of you and how far you came, and just from us meeting all those years ago and me
Yeah.
watching you do a episode of Skate Line Live was like immediate respect, bro. Because what you do comes off very easy to people, but you have a real gift, and it's
Thank you,
like
brother.
yes,
Thank you so
I'm
much.
very proud of you too, Gary.
I,
And also, along with all those things, you're a great human
thank you, brother.
and
Appreciate you.
exemplify what a black man could do in this world.
I'm not good at compliments because I'm so crazy. I'm not used to. So when I
It's
get
all good.
compliments,
You got to get good
I'm
at
not
it.
good.
I'm not good at it. You
All
got to
right,
get
cool,
good
cool.
at
All right, I was like, hey,
it.
You see me like trying to be like, all right, you know, I'm not,
All right, Jolly.
I'm
All
talking so
right.
much shit. I be hating so much because I don't really like people. You want to, you know, you're my listening people I like give a fuck about, care about. So, actually, hold on, let me see. This is actually the clip where Necessary Evil started. If anybody can see us, you know what I'm saying?
This is the clip.
But I do want to let you know that at the end of every episode, I do a freestyle with people what they say in the comments. It's called Million Bars. So I gotta learn how to open the beat. I don't know it. Hey, people in the background, do we got the tech
support?
Yeah, tech support. Can we do that this episode, or should I get up out of here? Because we can. I'm just saying. Let me know, tech support. Okay, got you. Let me see. I'm gonna pull it over. Tech just gave me the thumbs up, so I'm gonna run that up real quick. It's just a freestyle what I do off the chat. And let me see. What beat is this? I don't like that beat. I like this beat. This is hard. All right, hold on. Let me see. I'm downloading it right now. I'm getting it right now. Can y'all see that? I'm getting the beat. Charlie, can you hear the beat? Ooh, shit. Slapping. Hold on. Wait. It's playing twice. Hold on. I might be having some tech issues, but I'm gonna get right. Let me stop that one. Let me know something. You hear the beat, Jolly? No? Did you hear it for a second?
Yeah, I heard it.
You heard it for a second? All right, bring it back. Chat. Y'all better start firing off that stuff. I'm about to play this beat real quick. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for your boy to do that thing. When I do that thing, hold on, where my chat at? I need to see my chat. There go my chat. Jolly Rancher. All right. He said, man, the shot is too good. Should I leave on Godspeed while I'm spinning? I can, for sure. Ready? So we ain't got no audio on it. All right.
There ain't no copyright.
Bring that volume down just a little bit. Yeah. This boy said neck tat. All right. Yo. Hey. Million Bars. Got a neck tat like Niger. On the rail. Won't bail. No kick out. No audio. Do you hear it now? Tell me. Hey. I'm with that boy that film Godspeed. Right there. That be that boy Davonte Jolly. Big spin with the nollie, the back lip. It's no shit. It's easy. We do things. We get clips. Hey, do you hear the beat or not? Jolly said he did. Hey, I don't think they got it I don't think they got it, y'all. He said no beat, but I'm still spitting. It's not written. It's shit hitting. I'm too gifted. I keep going. I'm gonna keep flowing. I'm glad Godspeed on to keep y'all attention off me. I'm glad Godspeed on to keep the attention off me. Yo, I'm gonna keep going. Fuck it. Hey, it's a new year. 24 about to be here. Well, hold on, bro. Y'all can't put the words in the chat. I'm trying to spit. Y'all embarrassing me in front of Jolly. I'm trying to get the beat.
No,
can y'all
that's
hear it or
hard.
not? I need a million bars, need a million cars. I'm seeing all like a million stars. Shout out Nico. It was just his birthday. Pigeons. I ain't ever seen a pregnant pigeon before. Have you? It's an ad now. But is that new? You should probably subscribe. Should probably sub. If you sub, it'll be a dub. I don't be in the club. I ain't showing fake love.
Nope.
I'm with my bros. That's the ones I dap up and hug. I'm not no thug. That's it. The beat's over. Hey, this was another episode of Grind Unwind, episode 8. It's all right if y'all didn't get the audio. I can freestyle acapella. Just imagine that I was on some type of beat or edit me on a beat when you get there. It's fine. But Jolly, I appreciate you wholeheartedly. I want you to stay safe. Everybody in chat, I appreciate y'all for coming through. We are going to raid somebody. Let's get it. That's one of the best moments right there when the shot was doing his head like that. Shit's crazy.
That fun fact. He's dancing to the song that he's skating
on the thing.
The
so that's
that
why
clip.
it hit that hard. Okay, cool. Because that was too good. All right. All right. Chat, people, world. We out. You gotta mute me, bro, because I'm about to say some crazy shit. You gotta mute me. Hold on. I got to do the end.